Hi, I'm Brett from Alice AI. Welcome to the platform. Let me show you a little bit about how to navigate. Straight up, it is going to be incredibly useful to you. But the real power in Alice AI is once we create your hyper personalized agents, then the power to help run your business really starts to take off. But you've just landed here. Let me show you very quickly around the interface so you know exactly how to find your way around. So this is the first, this is what you'll see. It's a very clean interface, very clean screen. There's not too much going on. And what you'll find is um, uh, easy navigation. Up here, the blue button, if you press on that, that's where all of your agents will go. And as you can see, I've got quite a lot of agents in my library. For the first time, you'll just have a few basic agents in there. But right, if you just use the standard mode, that allows you then to have access to all of the professional level AI LLM engines, which means you can ask the exact same question of ChatGPT or Gemini or DeepSeek and get better answers. So you no longer need to switch between Claude or GPT or DeepSeek or whatever you're using. It's all here in one. So we've also got a much higher level of privacy. We've got specific agreements with each of the LLMs that all of your information stays extremely private, much higher level than you would get with opening a pro account with them directly. So straight up, we can use, I'll use GPT. I've put a little prompt in here. I can throw that in there. And just like most AI engines, you'll see that it'll spit out an answer and you'll be able to interact with that answer and be able to do lots with it. Again, if you get an answer and you think, actually, I want to try something in Claude, you can quite literally just hit this button, change to a different, change to Gemini Pro, and the next question will be answered using that engine. So that's in standard mode. But what you'll actually see is as you start to work with your agents, now they become much more effective to you because they're trained on your core logic. So we will set up a number of agents for you. There's a process for that, and we're going to show you what that is. Here's just a simple answer from ChatGPT 5. The data what I've said is I'm a business owner who runs a wine bar. I need help managing my product, and can I set up something that can help me understand what my most profitable line item is on a week by week basis? And here we go. It gets sets up a whole bunch of stuff that you've actually you need to do and what you need to get. And as you can see, there's quite a lot involved in it. In setting up that simple thing. What we've done is set up specific agents. For example, you would be able to set up an agent to determine what your best product is. What we've done, for example, I've got Brett's executive assistant. So if I start a new chat and I'm in Brett's executive assistant, this is my executive assistant agent. It knows what my goals are. It knows what my work patterns are. It knows what I need to get done. And when I'm interacting with this, I can get really specific. So help me prioritize my week. And this particular one is not connected to my calendar yet, but once it's connected to my calendar, it will be able to go in and have a look and help me prioritize my week. But because I've already put in my information about me, it knows what I'm trying to achieve. It's going to help me prioritize those things. It's so much more specific. So while it's thinking about that, let me show you a few other elements. If you hit the up in the top left, that little clock, that will actually, okay, here we go. Here's the answer. Your week is prioritized. My strategic anchor is based around my Q3 outcomes, my prioritization framework, big rocks first, calendar and capacity audit. So, it can, if I just copy and paste my calendar straight in here, it can start working that out straight away. But getting back to the little clock on the left, this is where all your conversations are. And as you can see, I've got quite a lot of conversations. I do quite a lot of work with this. And I do so much work with it that I've actually made folders. So I've got personal stuff where I've put in things like a 5-year planning coaching agent. I've got stuff in here around building the platform. I've got client work in this platform when I'm running a masterclass. I've got conversations in each of those, and that's how you navigate your way around. You're probably going to say, okay, well, how do I actually get in to make the agents? Up on the right-hand side, the 3 lines at the top, this is where you get to actually interact with your agents. And if you look at the manage agents, you can see there that I've got quite a lot of agents in there, and that's what comes up when I press the blue button. And if I go into each one of these, so if I go into a simple agent, Brett's book summarizer, there's the prompt. Here's what it would like me to do. Here's the model that I'm using, and you can save that or exit from it. As we start to get more complex, so my executive coach assistant agent is much more complex. Prompt that was built by the team. We use a different platform because it works better for this situation. And if I wanted to make a new agent or work on something, I can add an agent and I can begin to work on it here and use whichever model we like that's going to work for it. Right at the moment, for a lot of our agents, we're using Gemini because it has a very long memory. So the learning of it is very good. But you can select a different agent accordingly. And all we've got to do is jump into a new chat, select which agent or which standard, if we've got a CFO agent, Brett's CFO agent, Chief Financial Officer, then that's my numbers agent. It can give me insights from Xero or from P&Ls or anything like that. Again, if we just go back to standard and I decide I want to use DeepSeek to see if it gets me a better result, or maybe I want to use Claude because I want to write elegantly, I can use that and then jump straight in here and start working on it. Let me show you one of my favorite elements of this. I'm going to say, okay, help me prioritize my week. At the bottom of that, if I click on that, you'll see a little box come up in the right. Let me get my head out of the way so you can see that. If I just hover over it, you'll see I can output this as a PDF, a Word, a PowerPoint. I can email it. And if I've just hit Word, and it's going to download that last section of the conversation as a Word document, and it's going to download that into my downloads folder. It's an incredibly useful way of, once you've got your final draft of whatever it is you're working on, to output it and share it with other people. So that's the platform. I'm really looking forward to working with you and developing your hyper-personalized agents and meeting you in the coaching side of things and working on really building the back end of your business and implementing AI into your business in so many ways. Here's the pro tip. The more you work with it, the more your brain will start thinking, oh, I wonder if I could get it to do this and that and that and that and that. The answer is probably yes. If it's really complex, talk to us at the team. We might need to set up some connections or create a new API. If it's fairly simple, you can probably create that agent yourself. So I really look forward to working with you, and welcome to the wonderful world of building out this AI-centric workforce for you.